you for joining us today at our webinar today. All right, my name is Laila, Program Advisor from University Tunku Abdul Rahman, a leading progressive private university in Malaysia. I will be responsible as the moderator on the topic today, prepare for a professional accountancy career. All right, but before we get started, I wanted to take a few minutes of your time for introduction. All right, for today's webinar, we will divide it into around 45 minutes for sharing session and 15 minutes for Q&A. We will start with the introductions. Okay, and then we have the sharing by Ms. Lim Wei Yin, the head of the Department of Accountancy, Faculty of Accountancy and Management, UTAR. And we also have the sharing by Mr. Peter Gabriel, the Manager, Business Development, Maritime Southeast Asia, ACCA, and then continue with Q&A.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the UTAR. As you see in the video just now, that we have a lot of degrees provided and the master as well as the PhD. So Sungai Long campus that are focused over here because Bachelor of Accounting, we hold over here. And then our management team is led by the president of Prof. Yu and followed by the 3 vice presidents, which is Prof. Rais, Prof. Gui, and Prof. Chong. As for the Faculty of Accountancy and Management, is led by Dr. Xia, our dean, and 3 deputy dean, like Dr. Pok, Dr. Han, and Dr. Fu. So under our faculty, we do offer various of the bachelors, such as the economics, building and property, accountancy, international business, and finance. And then we also provide the master degree and the PhD as well. So without further ado, let's look at the Bachelor of Accounting in the Sungai Long campus. So our Bachelor of Accounting in UTAR is a prestigious 4-year accounting degree, which is industry relevant. So meaning that we learn the current financial reporting and the latest tax development in Malaysia. We also have a good industrial linkage with the industry. So the industry will provide the feedback to us so that you will keep us up to date. Our internship is for the 6 months, which is required by the MIA. So this program is recognized by the Malaysia Institute of Accountants, MIA. So MIA, for your information, is a national accountancy body in Malaysia. So it regulates and develops the accountancy professions in Malaysia. As of 2020, we have around 36,000 accountants in Malaysia. So when say about recognitions by MIA, meaning that once graduated from the Bachelor of Accounting UTAR with 3 years working experience, related working experience, like you can put in the accounting field, audit field, or the tax field, you can register yourself with the MIA and put yourself as a chartered accountant, right? So our courses including the financial accounting, like for example, you prepare the accounts for the publics, management accounting, like budget preparations or how you determine your company costs, taxations, how to prepare the tax for the peoples as well as the company, finance, such as the investment, how you're going to go for an investment, audit to examine the financial reporting of the company. We learn about the company law as well, computerized system that we learn with the AutoCount system, and other variety interesting courses. And our Bachelor of Accounting, well recognized by the professionals bodies. Right? For example, once you graduated, you only need to complete the remaining papers and you're entitled to get your professional qualifications. For example, like the ACCA. When you study Bachelor of Accounting, 9 papers has been exempted. So you just need to continue with the remaining 4 papers. Then you can get ACCA professional qualifications. For CIMA UK, the remaining papers to be completed will be 6 papers plus 2 case study. CPA Australia, 6 papers. ICAEW UK, 6 papers and 1 case study. And the last one, MICPA, which is from the Malaysia. The remaining papers will be the 4 paper and 1 capstone papers. So once you graduated, you register yourself with the MIA, right? You become the chartered accountant. You can work in any sector in Malaysia, right? You can be in the government sector, right? You serve the people. In the public practice, like be the auditor. And the last one, the commerce and the industry. So not only that, our Bachelor of Accounting, we also have one society, which is the UTAR Accounting Society. So we call it as UAS, because the university encouraged the student to join more events and the activity, because we believe that it will bring up the student professional skill as well. So why you need to join with a society? Because it's get connected with your future employers. So before the MCO, basically, we have some office visit to the Pricewaterhouse Malaysia, office visit to the KPMG Malaysia. I can see the photos over here. And then the Grant Thornton Malaysia. So these 3 will be the top 10 audit company in Malaysia. Not only that, we also have a sharing sessions by the manager of KPMG Malaysia that they come to UTAR to give us some seminar, and also the Mazars company. And then the second one, when you join UAS, you learn, you connect and encourage each other. Like we have a resume workshop that you tell the student how to prepare a resume. We have the mock interview, get ready before you go to the society. And we also provide some forum, like for example, we have the tax forum to talk about the latest tax development in Malaysia. And we have the intra-school event participation. So you see there's a lot of activity that's organized by the UAS. Not only the intra-school, we also get invited by the external people, such as the UTAR UC, the Faculty of Accountancy. They invite us to join their International Student Conference. And then we have a National Budget Seminar 2020, which is organized by the Consult Group and the Alliance Bank. And the last one will be the MIA, right, Accounting Student Conference in the year 2019. So this is all the photo before the MCO. So during the MCO, what we did will be more on the virtual event. So the office visit turned to the virtual office visit, and the accounting student turned to the virtual one. So everyone attend on the online platform. So our university, not only we focus about our education, but also to encourage students to join on the activities. So the next one, I would like to pass to the floor to the Peter, a speaker from ACCA. As I mentioned just now, ACCA is one of the professionals body that you can continue to pursue your professional qualification. So Peter, pass to you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Lim. And also, I would like to take this opportunity to thank UTAR for inviting me to be part of these sessions and to give you some info about ACCA. Now, allow me to share my screens. Just give me a moment. Okay. All right. Now, ACCA, I think we don't need further explanation, which I'm sure most of you have gone through our website and have a look, read on the ACCA introductions and an explanation. What is ACCA? Where are we? And so on. But what I would like to emphasize here, this will be our existence, our strength. If you can look at the number of members, number of students that we have, that actually make us one of the largest professional body globally. And the 3 boxes at the bottom, it's actually showing the support that ACCA be providing to our current member as well as our student. With a number of 110 number of offices around the globe, which is one being here in Malaysia. We are located at Mid Valley. That's actually the national support to our both members and our students. Approved employers, which refers to your future employers, yeah, that you can work with, and for you to gain or to accumulate your 3 years working experience in order for you to become member. 7,000 plus globally, and in Malaysia we have more than 200 approved employers that you can work with. Yeah, and in terms of the tuition support, 346 learning providers globally, and in Malaysia we have slightly above 20 learning providers, which UTAR one of them, right? Now the professions and the landscape. Ms. Lim have touched this earlier on. She has explained that our nations aspire to produce, 60,000 qualified professional accountant by year 2030, and as of now, we only have slightly above 37,000, close to 38,000. This is actually showing you the kind of opportunity that you get, because for me, you are actually in demand. I mean, you are a future accountant, which is going to contribute into this number. So what we can do, go on, continue to continue to do degree in accounting, and as well as to consider doing the professional qualifications, and therefore you will eventually going to contribute into this number. Yeah. Now the how do you become a chartered accountant here in Malaysia? We're actually bound by the Accounting Act 1967. Ms. Lim also have mentioned UTAR degree is actually MIA recognized. So what you can do, complete your degree, get the 3 years working experience, and register to MIA. But in here, I would like to encourage you with your degree, go and get your professional qualifications like ACCA. And earlier on, you have seen there are actually various professional body available here in Malaysia. So today we're going to talk about ACCA. So on top of your degree, go on and get the ACCA qualification, for example, because this is actually what the current industry requirement, right? So degree, yes, they can take you in, but once you join the company, Big Four, for example, they still require you to have a professional qualification. So what you do with your degree and ACCA, complete both qualifications, and you'll be able to register to both MIA and ACCA, for example, right? Now, the business qualification for the fast changing world, the role of the finance professional is constantly changing. Now, which I'm sure you're all aware of it. Here at ACCA, we are constantly adapting our qualifications, staying relevant to today and anticipating the challenges for the professional of tomorrow. We regularly research the evolving needs of the employers to make sure we continue to produce accountants with the knowledge and skill set to stay at the forefront of the professions and in demand all over the world. Yeah, so this can be done with your degree as well as with the professional qualification like ACCA. So what is ACCA qualification? What you can gain from this? Now I've summarized in here. So with these qualifications, actually, you'll be able to choose your career path. Yeah. So also to highlight with you, ACCA is actually a global recognized qualifications where you can actually consider to work not only in Malaysia, but you can go beyond Malaysia. Say, for example, you can go to our neighboring country like Singapore, or even can consider to pursue your career like in Australia or even in UK or any parts of the world. Yeah. So you also be able to stand out to the top employers, and you can make an impact. You can become a leader, as well as you can prepare for the future. So this is to summarize what you can get from the ACCA qualifications. Now the ACCA qualification, so this is a structure. Yeah. So now if you are currently a high school leaver, or even currently pursuing your foundations, or even currently doing your degree. So there are actually many entry pathway to ACCA. Yeah. So be it foundations, high school, or even currently doing degree. Now for those high school leavers, what you can do after high school, go and complete our foundations, and then you can actually straight away move on into the ACCA qualification, which what I'm showing here. Now, for those from foundation program, it is an entry to ACCA as well. Yeah, but it's just that you don't get any exemption. So you have to complete 13 papers in ACCA. Now, for those planning to pursue the degree first, then moving on to do ACCA, yes, accounting degree from UTAR, you should be able to claim a maximum of 9 papers exemption, which you have 4 more papers remaining in strategic professional, right? Now, the exam structure for ACCA is already fully computerized online or online exam. What you can do, you either can opt to go to sit for the exam at the exam center, or you can do a remote invigilated exam, which you can do at your own place, for example, at home. All right. So this is the 2 options you can do. There will be no more paper-based exam. Passing mark for ACCA 50, yeah, is all purely exam-based, right? Now, the second elements that you need to do in ACCA to complete in order for you to become member, apart from the exams that I mentioned earlier, which is you need to complete the ethics and professional skills module. Yeah, so this is actually what we call as online learning. Once you have registered into the ACCA, you'll be able to access your account and start doing this in one of the platform in your ACCA account. There will be a learning here where you can be given a reading or a video for you to watch, and you have to answer or to complete the assessment, the end assessment, and you need to pass. Yeah, if you fail, you have to reattempt, but the payment only one time. All right. And the last element in order for you to become a member is that you need to fulfill the 3 years working experience. We call it the PR, practical experience requirement. 36 months, which is 3 years, where you need to fulfill 9 performance objectives, and you need to find a workplace mentor in the organization. It could be your supervisor, your manager, or someone in that company who holds a professional qualification or at least an IFAC member. All right. All these can be accessible via your ACCA account. All right. The My Experience. Now, ACCA Career. This is an online platform by ACCA as well. You can find it in our ACCA Global website. It looks like this, yeah, and it's actually open to all. Be it while you are still doing your degree, it's also open to you. You'll be able to be part of this, where you can actually register, create an account, and you can deposit your CV in here. So in here, what you can do, you can actually browse through what kind of, opportunity that you can get, not only in Malaysia, but also any part of the world, be it in Europe, Asia Pac, and many others. All right. So who knows, you plan to work in UK, for example, you can always click the link, and you can find all the job opportunities listed in here. All right. Now, on top of this, you might be wondering what kind of job role or sector that you can venture in the future. So in here, you can find like accounting, public practice, banking, digital, education, and many other sectors that you can, look for the opportunity to work with. So perhaps in the past, you only heard that, okay, being an accounting grad or accounting student, you can only go for audit, tax, or something to do like a pure accounting work, which is not true. Yeah. So you have an options in many sectors, which is I have actually snapshot the listing in here. All right. So feel free to browse this page because you can find a lot of information which is useful for you to refer in the future. And then on top of that, online learning also available in here. Say, for example, how to write a good CV or a job virtual interview tips and many others. So what you can do, and it's free actually, yeah. So feel free to go and explore this website. The important parts that I would like to to share to you, of course, we on the ACCA Accelerate program. Some of you might heard, some you may not. So what this is all about? This is actually a special arrangement between ACCA and the higher education provider, which refers to UTAR. So you'll be presented with an opportunity to kickstart your journey towards obtaining professional qualifications as early as while you're still pursuing your degree study. All right. So in the past, what happened was, if you want to start taking ACCA, you need to graduate from your degree first. But with this program, ACCA Accelerate program, you can actually register to ACCA while you're still in the degree study, and immediately you have the options to start taking the remaining 4 papers in ACCA. So what is the benefit of this program? So in here, first, of course, we talk about the career opportunities. Being a registered ACCA student, we do have a program, workshop, webinar, and training from time to time where we actually invite our approved employers to provide this kind of sessions, such as soft skills, career talk, where we will expose to an opportunity to work in audit, tax, bank, advisories, and many other industries. So in a way, we are actually building a bridge to connect our students to their future employers. Now, second one, we talk about the exclusive value, which I'm going to explain further in my next slide. Next, you get a head start. Earlier on, when I mentioned about you have the opportunity to take ACCA exam while pursuing your degree and to fast track your ACCA membership. So in here, when you are in your 3rd year of your degree, you can register to ACCA Accelerate program, and you have to make sure that you have to register while you're still in your degree study. After you graduated from your degree, you will no longer able to enjoy this pathway. Make sure you register, and after you register, immediately you have options to start taking the 4 papers in ACCA, and also it is possible for you to complete all 4 papers together with your degree. Now, when I say that you have options to start taking, it is not compulsory, for you to complete all. If you can, by all means do it. If you can just pass 1 or 2 papers during degree, that will be good enough, because that will be actually lead to my next point, where it helps to enhance your CV. When you prepare your CV, say for example, at the point when you're looking for an internship placement, if you're already a registered ACCA Accelerate students, you can put that in your CV. In a way, it's actually telling the employers that you are already partially qualified into the ACCA. In the eyes of the employers, they will actually treat you someone who is committed towards getting the professional qualifications. It adds value to your CV. Now, give you a scenario. When you submit your CV and you indicate there that you're already a registered ACCA student, perhaps passed 1 paper and currently pursuing towards completing your degree. If I'm an employer and I get your CV, I received 10 CV where the rest of the other candidates only list degree as their education, whereby you have degree and ACCA at the same time. Now, who do you think the employers will pick? For me, I will definitely pick your CV, shortlist you, and give you the chance or an opportunity for interview. All right. So next, once you've been an ACCA student, you'll be part of the ACCA community, where you'll be able to, to connect students or members not only in Malaysia but in any other parts of the world. So you start building your network. Now, this is the fees that I mentioned earlier. Now, for you to understand further, I've actually made a comparison between registering under Accelerate and to register after you graduated from your degree, which I indicate as normal registrations. Now, remember students, earlier on I mentioned, for you to be eligible to the Accelerate program, you must register while you're still in your degree study, right? Not after you graduated. Now, in terms of the initial registration one-time payment, under Accelerate, the fee is only £20 because it has been discounted. Compared to if you register under normal, you have to pay £89. In terms of the annual subscriptions, the yearly fees that you need to pay, under Accelerate, the fees will be waived while you're still doing your degree. You only start paying the annual subscriptions after you completed your degree. Now, the exemption fee. 9 papers that have been exempted should you come under the degree pathway. Though you don't have to sit for the papers, but you still need to pay for the exemption fees. So every paper, each paper, it only costs you £25 under Accelerate. So all in all, for 9 papers, you only have to pay £225. Compared to if you register under normal registrations, you have to pay the fees, which is without any discount, in full amount, it costs you approximately £942. Now you do the math. Yeah. So ACCA Accelerate program obviously give you a huge financial discount. All right. Now, the exemption fee under Accelerate also payment will be deferred to within 1 year after you graduated. You don't have to pay now. You only pay with after you graduated, and the timeline given to you is within 1 year after you completed your degree. So in a way, saying that, telling you that though you have not completed your degree, but you are allowed to start taking the ACCA exam under the ACCA Accelerate program. All right, that's about the fee and the ACCA Accelerate program, and what's that? A brief introduction. What is ACCA all about? So with that, I end my presentations, and I'll pass back to Ms. Lim. Over to you, Ms. Lim. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Peter. So let me continue with the ACCA preparatory course. Yeah. Okay. As mentioned by Peter, UTAR, right? One of the department called CCCT, Center for Corporate and Community Development. They do provide ACCA preparatory course. So for the remaining 4 papers in ACCA, 2 essential, which is compulsory paper. One is a strategic business leader and the strategic business reporting. So these 2 compulsory to take. And the other 2 will be the optional paper. So students just need to take 2 out of 4. So you can choose your preference. So the first one will be advanced financial management. Then second, advanced performance management, advanced taxations, and the last one will be advanced audit and assurance. So choose 2 out of 4. So CCTD do provide all these paper. As mentioned by Peter as well, you can start your ACCA with the kickstart with the ACCA Accelerate in your year 3. I will recommend you start in year 3 is because ACCA is will be the syllabus much more wider than the degree. So year 3 is up to the situations that you learn about 60% of the ACCA syllabus. So during that time, then you can proceed with the ACCA papers. And the benefit will be you will get the lower initial registration fee, where it only costs about 20 GTP, right? Compared with the normal registration, you need to pay 79 GTP. And we also get a free annual subscription up to your graduation, right? Which is after max calculating, I think is very beneficial to the student. And we have a deferred exemption fee payment as well. And if you have a financial challenge in the UTAR, so UTAR student can apply for the financial support. So this is applied for the UTARian. So we do provide the ACCA scholarship to the student. Like once you pass the paper, you get reimbursement from the university. And we get a ACCA financial support for the student activity, UTAR student loan, and the last one will be the ACCA Accelerate MICS program. So maybe, sorry, Peter, maybe you can explain a little bit on the MICS program for this one.
Okay, right, yeah. ACCA Accelerate MICS programs is actually a programs provided by ACCA to a selected students from our selected universities, actually, yeah, for the Accelerate students. So what it's all about is actually a support given by ACCA, where you will be channeled to the respective provider. That in this case, you will go to UTAR tuition provider, and you don't have to pay for the tuitions because it's going to be covered by ACCA. But you need to pay for your own exam fees. Only tuition will be covered by ACCA. All right. And the requirement will be you must be an ACCA Accelerate registered students and who are still in their degree study. If you already graduated, though you actually are registered as CCA Accelerate, you are not eligible for that. You must be in your degree study. Okay?
Right. Thank you, Peter. I think that's all for my presentation. Pass back to you, Laila.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Tim and Mr. Peter, for the informative sharing. Okay, have a nice day and stay safe.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you,
Take
Laila.
care.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.